Sir, program start करना sir. Bhaskar sir.
हाँ start करना sir.
You just instruct. You can proceed. You can proceed.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Dear participants, a great evening to one and all present here. Thank you for your overwhelming responses. We are very delighted to have a very mass participants.
Hello.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Kindly instruct the participants to put off the mic.
Dear participants, a great evening to one and all present here. Thank you for your overwhelming responses. We are very delighted to have very mass participants.
No, one of them.
Voice illama, voice சரியா இல்ல. Hello.
Yes sir.
Dear participants,
Yeah, now you are clear.
is it audible?
Yeah, it's very good now.
Yes sir.
Thank you sir.
Dear participants, a great evening is today. Thank you for your overwhelming responses. We are very delighted to have a very mass participants. We have never seen such a response earlier with any other webinar. Almost we have got registration more than 5,200 for this program. And it has proven that no breakdown in this lockdown. You all decided to learn something useful. The Department of Management Studies, Directorate of Distance Education, Madurai Kamaraj University, is very happy to host this program for students' enhancement and empowerment through learning English language. In this connection, I wholeheartedly welcome you all for this 3 days national level online student skill development program on Learn English Today for a Better Tomorrow. Now, I would like to give a few instructions to the participants. First, we expect your fullest cooperation and active participation throughout the 3 days program. Please maintain the decorum and discipline during the 3 days program through social networks. Feedback form link will be provided in the comment box in YouTube and in the chat box in Google Meet. Only after each session ends, and it will be available only for 30 minutes. All the experts were once a beginner. With this quote, I hope this program will let you to begin your mastery in English. Now it is the time to invite our respected convener of this program, Dr. J. Vijayadurai sir, Director, Directorate of Distance Education, Madurai Kamaraj University, for delivering the formal welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Happy evening. It's a great pleasure to give the inaugural welcome address. Really, on behalf of the Directorate of Distance Education, Madurai Kamaraj University, I will warmly welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, the most respected Professor Dr. M. Krishna, for giving this inaugural address of the 3-day program, webinar on Students Skill Development Program, SSDP, on Learn English Today for a Better Tomorrow. So, and I welcome our the most respected our registrar, Professor B.S. Vasanta Madam, for giving an permission to conduct this 3-day webinar. And I thank our organizing secretary is taking all the efforts to organizing this 3-day webinar exclusively to promoting and motivating the students, especially improving the proficiency in language in English. Dr. Professor S. Ilayaraja, Department of Management Studies, Directorate of Distance Education, Madurai Kamaraj University, who already he conducted 7-day FDP, Faculty Development Program, in our Directorate of Distance Education through online. More than 280 professors they participated. He has successfully completed this FDP program. So, and also we received a number of, very good comments. The professors, they are organized by our Ilayaraja. So I thank our Ilayaraja, and I thank all the coordinators who is helping our organizing secretary, Dr. Menaga, Madam, the head, the Department of Management Studies, Directorate of Distance Education, and the co-coordinators, Dr. V. Vidyachalam, Assistant Professor, Directorate of Distance Education, and Dr. T. Megarajan, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, Directorate of Distance Education, who is giving a support to our organizing secretary. Along with, I thank our technology support given by our Mr. M. Bhaskar, the web designer, the service administrator, ITAC, Madurai Kamaraj University, who are successfully organizing this seminar, because we are proud to say that more than 520 participants registered across the country for this 3-day webinar. So, for all the technological support are given by Mr. M. Bhaskar, I thank you. And I say a few words about this webinar. Actually, in the world, around the world, over the 2 billion people are speaking English. And we're proud to say we are the largest country that people are speaking in English. But still, our students, most of the students from the rural background, they are facing a lot of problems in proficiency in language. So, our Directorate of Distance Education, we are organizing this webinar in the pandemic situation, so that the student can motivated, and they are taking all the efforts to improve their proficiency according to our Honorable Prime Minister to the skill development youth, especially in India. They identify a number of skills. Among the skills, the communication skill is very, very important for the education. In the new educational policy also, they are incorporated, especially in English, improving the skill among the students. So once again, I thank our organizing secretary as well as who arranged two resource persons, those who are very in proficiency, and also they are recognized as a British Council certified trainer. Mrs. Radha Rani Srinivasa Murthy, TEESOL certified trainer, and Mrs. Shilpa Padija, the soft skill and language trainer, IELTS, and business English certified by the British Council. So really, the students who registered for this program will be definitely they will be get the maximum benefit from this webinar, 3-day webinar, and also that module of this 3-day webinar also it include all the aspects, especially LSRW, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So I thank once again our Honorable Vice Chancellor for his generous mind, because we are normally conducted so many webinars for only the paid way, but this is only for the sake of the student and student community. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor permitted to conduct this program without any fee. So I thank the professor, I thank the organizing secretary, I thank all the coordinators and the technological support center to organize this seminar very successfully. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your pleasant welcome to this wonderful gathering. We are happy and energized to conduct this kind of program only because of our Honorable Vice Chancellor's motivation and encouragement. Thank you, sir. Now I humbly invite our beloved and Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. M. Krishnan, sir, for his blessings and inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Good evening to one and all. I'm so happy to be here to inaugurate this wonderful conference with the whole varied title, the Student Skill Development Program. Before I am going to give the inaugural address, I have to thank our Honorable and respected Registrar, Dr. Vasanta, and Dr. Madurai, Director for Distance Education, and then Ilayaraja, who is taking all the responsibility to conduct this webinar. But I can see I have to congratulate him, as my moderator informed to me that this is the first video conference or webinar. It's having more than 5,000 participants in this conference. It shows that the importance of the title and the importance of this discussion. I have to thank the co-convener, Dr. Menaka, and also other guru actually cooperate with this wonderful conference. There is Vidya Selvam, Dr. Megharajan, and also Bhaskaran, who helped Ilayaraja to conduct this wonderful seminar. I am seeing the last 1 month, even though we are having COVID disaster, but Madurai Kamaraj University never sleep to take rest without any activity. We are conducting so many webinars, particularly Directorate for Distance Education conducting so many seminars with the different titles. So I have to congratulate Director Vijayadurai and his team to conduct these wonderful conferences with a wonderful title, I can say. Today, we have here very good speakers from British Council trained personalities, Miss Radha Rani Srinivasa Murthy and Mrs. Shilpa Patija. They are well trained. Where they are clearly mentioned that in our school system onwards, we have to develop the students with the skill. Because in future, your degree alone is not going to help my students to get the employment. They need skill to get that employment or to become the entrepreneur in India. So, after having the higher education, when they are coming to the college, when they are joining in a degree, earlier what we had it, they are completing 3 years and get the degree. But when they are seeing that total number of students discontinue the undergraduate program, now what they did, if a student is going to leave in the first year, they can get the certificate course. If a student is going to leave second year, they can get the diploma certificates. If they are completing the 3 years, they will get the degree program. So this is the way the students at any time, they can discontinue their courses and that courses will be helpful for the students to go for any employment or they can be a entrepreneur development. So we all thank to the Honorable Prime Minister Modi and his own ministers for giving such a wonderful program under National Education Policy. Number two, our Government of India, Government of Tamil Nadu, they are also taking a lot of steps to improve the English even when you are teaching the science group. For example, I am a biotechnology teacher. When I am talking biotechnology or I am teaching biotechnology, what usually we are telling, for example, in taking the title called water. So when I am talking the water, I will tell the water whatever the way I need. But Tamil Nadu government is deaf. Meaning that when you are going to talk about water, an English teacher will coin the question in such a way that what is the water? Why they coin the water as a title? What is the composition of the water? Like that, an English teacher train a science teacher how to improve their English teaching in science subject. Like that, when we are going to talk about the water, some noble orator, they are talking about the 2 pages of their talk they can give in the notebook or a from that text, we are asking the question what we did it in the 11th standard or 12th standard, that is called comprehensive questions. For that, students should answer for that. Apart from that, in that paragraph, what they dealt with water, the student can tell about it. What's a noun? What is the verb? What is the adjective? What is the voice available? These are the things they have to learn when they are studying the English and also the science. So both when you are studying the science, that not only the teacher, students also they are come across or they can improve their communication in English skill. So my friend Dr. Vijay rightly told that skill may be in different way. If you are going to be expert in yoga, that is also skill. If you are going to learn any other language, French, Japanese, Chinese, that is also a skill. If you are even go for the Bharatanatyam, that also a skill. But we are today talking about English as a skill for tomorrow. How it's going to improve that? One thing we have to observe, particularly for people from Tamil Nadu, when I am passing Chennai by train, otherwise I am passing a Kumudipindi, there is a station. After that, you are a foreigner. Why? Because when you are not talking in English, You can't purchase anything in the trade because each state is having its own language. Even the people coming and selling something like samosa, coffee, or whatever that they want to talk in their own language. But we don't know other language, so we have to speak in English. When I was in Central University of Rajasthan, I felt very much because 80-90% of my junior clerks or a lower grade employees, they don't know English. They are talking only in Hindi. So I felt very bad to communicate to them. So these are the difficulties we are having inside the India. Even though you are seeing that we are having diversity of people in unity, but common communication now we are having is English. So what I try to tell that, my dear students, my dear professors, whenever you are teaching, kindly give attention to the English language also. It is very much needed. I will tell one example from my family itself. One of my relative boy who studied the aeronautic engineering in MIT in Chennai, but the IT people are coming and conducting the interview for the IT people, but so many people are attending the interview, of near 50. Only one student selected, that is my relative, but he didn't study the IT at all. He's an aeronautic engineer. After that, when I am joining, I took him to that selection committee. I asked that how you selected. He told that this fellow, that particular my relative, studied the English in the London school. So that impressed that the persons interviewed that people, they selected only because of the communication. So communication is a very important thing. I hope to congratulate Dr. Ilayaraja. This is the right time to select the right topic for the seminar. Other than selecting the seminar, he has invited two important persons to trained or having the knowledge from British Council of India. I think they are doing wonderful work to develop the communication. So such a way that that is why we have so many participants. Even I can see that 233 participants online, and also YouTube also they are joining to know about that. The title Learn English Today for Better Tomorrow. So in this situation, I am so happy that Distance Education doing wonderful job, particularly different people, commerce, management, English, everybody is trying to do something by that. Not only they are teaching the undergraduate or postgraduate program, they are teaching the skill to my young students, particularly the rural population. So with this, I hope all the participants who joined in this program will have complete attention for all the program what you are having, because experts are coming more than us. They will talk more about the communication or English language. So I request Dr. Madurai, Director, and also Dr. Ilayaraja to go for more conference like this and give the knowledge, give the skill to my young students, because the students joining in correspondence course are coming from rural people or rural village. So in this way, I am so thankful to that organizing secretary, that Dr. Vijay Durai, and also my mentor, and also so many people joined with us. I thank one and all to join together and also giving an opportunity to talk or to give the inaugural address for this wonderful seminar. Thank you very much. Hello, hello.
Sir, audible, sir.
Yeah, it's audible now.
Yeah, audible, sir. Audible, sir.
I have completed my inaugural address.
Thank you, sir.
Have you heard about it, my talk? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Sony madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You could proceed, madam, please.
Have you heard about my talk?
Yes, sir. I heard, sir. Thank you.
Okay, no problem, no?
Yes, sir. No problem at all.
Without
Thank you so
my
much.
figure, you got it, right? Okay?
Yes, sir. Totally, totally, sir.
Totally,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so
Now
much.
you
sir.
can go for the next item.
Yes, sir. Sure. So to start with, I sincerely thank Honorable Vice Chancellor, Chief Patron, Professor Dr. M. Krishnan, Sir, Madurai Kamaraj University. It's a great privilege to have you here, sir. Your inaugural address has not only motivated us, but given us a zeal and enthusiasm and to conduct this 3-day program in a power-packed way. I would like to thank Patron Professor V.S. Vasanta, Registrar, Madurai Kamaraj University, Convener Dr. J. Vijayadurai, Director, Directorate of Distance Education, Madurai Kamaraj University, for giving us such a warm welcome. And not only a warm welcome now, but also the permission to conduct these 3-day program. I would like to thank co-convener Dr. R. Menaka, head of the MBA department, and Professor S. Ilayaraja, organizing secretary, Directorate of Distance Education, Madurai Kamaraj University, for helping us to organize this project. I would like to thank Dr. Vidyachalam, Dr. T. Meharajan of the MBA department also. Last but not the least, I would like to thank Mr. Bhaskar for rendering his support technically. As Sir rightly said, out of 50 students, there was only one participant who got selected. And the reason behind that was nothing but communicative English, the communicative skills. Though he was not from the background of IT. So today once, if you see, every 3 kilometers, if you go travel in India, English is actually, every 3 kilometers that you travel, there is a different language that is spoken. So to start with, I would like to thank again Mr. Krishnan sir for giving us this opportunity for this student skill development program. So as we know that Madurai Kamaraj University has organized this 3-day program for the students, and it actually is a big boon to this kind of a scenario where, as Sir said rightly, that we are all in the COVID situation where we are locked inside our houses, not knowing what to do, and being the schools closed, being the colleges closed, and it's become a zero academic year. So today, with this program, we feel that the students who are participating and who have registered in this program should give their 100% cooperation and also bear with us if any errors and come into this program, and we can help them to develop their skills, especially English. So English, learn today for a better tomorrow. So as we all know, if you learn today English, your tomorrow is going to be a better one. So, today in India is the youngest country in the world, constituting of 64% of youth population between the age group of 15 to 34. So, if you see, you are the youth of India. Being the employable population, you have the capabilities to unlock many opportunities in various sectors. It's not only IT, but any industry or any sector that you go, you can unlock your opportunities just when you know English. This is in your hands now. Okay, this, if you know this, it was actually also envisioned by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. If we have to move and achieve this goal of uplifting our nation, its vision, it's not enough to have only educational qualifications and technical skills, but even English. A healthy and a goal-oriented society of students is incomplete without strong communicative skills. You all know that India is the world-favored job market. English being the global bridging language becomes necessary tool for communication. If you want to be successful in all ways, you must also be an efficient communicator. For example, you may be very good at your academics, your concepts, but you may be even also technically sound to put them on slides. But when it comes to expressing what you have put up in the slide, what you're going to speak to your audience, don't you think English is important? Of course, it is. Because today we can see on this platform, there are people from various cities and countries who are connected, but only through the virtual background. But though we are all communicating through only one language, which is English. This is today's scenario. An efficient communicator should be a fluent speaker. Hence, if you want to be a fluent speaker, the speaker of English of the future, you need to make it happen now. Okay, but then how? So, as the brochure says, that this is a 3-day skill development program, and which is organized by Madurai Kamaraj University. So, this is the time, this is the right time to add another feather to your cap by learning this language so that you become future and career ready. So, thanks to the virtual world that we are all connected here and sitting at the comfort of our house and attending a valuable session like this. So, thank you. So, students, I hope, and I'm really very grateful and thankful to you for registering on this platform. I hope these 3 days we're going to have a nice session, an interactive session where we will share a knowledge, we will also learn something together. So to start with, we would start with the poll questions. Sir, slide please, Radha. Yes. Thank you, Radha. Okay. So, as the title goes, language learned today for a better tomorrow. So, it's English language you learn today for a better tomorrow. Next slide, please, Radha. So, we had a survey on, we had questions which you have attended, by where you attended and you had to answer these questions, like how frequently you use English, how comfortable are you in using English, is English important in colleges, how important is English in colleges. So as we can see, for the first question, the survey that states that most of you have written, or most of you have given a rating of 10 on your usage of frequency in English. But are we using it in the right format is the question here now. Okay, we will be coming to that also. But if you can see, there are most of your people who are using the language, but how efficiently, how flawlessly, how fluently is the subject here? Okay, Radha, would you please throw some light on this? Hello? Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Yes.
Welcome students. I'm very happy to welcome you all to the Madurai Kamaraj University webinar on Learn English Today for a Better Tomorrow. Okay, so the first poll question is, how frequent are you in using English language? If you see the slide, it says the frequency is between 5 to 10. So many of you are very comfortable and use the language very frequently. And if you see the next question, the second question, how comfortable are you in using the language? So frequency is how often you use the language. And the second question is, how comfortable are you in using the language? So if you see, yes, you're all very comfortable in using the language. That is why you have opted between 5 to 10. It's nice to see that. Good to go. And if you move on to the third slide, it is like how well do you use the language in college? Yes, if you see the rating falls maximum between 8 to 10. So it says that many of you are not using the language much in colleges, but few of you are actually using it well in colleges, and you are also comfortable in using it in your academics, college. Yes, if you move on to the next slide, it says in the workplace. So if you see, yes, how important is English in the workplace? You have to use English in the workplace because we already saw that it's a common bridging language. No doubt, whichever state you go, whichever country you go, in the workplace, you will be communicating in English. But if you see the graph, it says between 8 to 10 that many of you are not using English in the workplace, or maybe I can say that the frequency of English usage is less in the workplace. Only few of you have rated it between 8 to 10. No matter whatever it is, but we are going to look into the what to say, how well you can enhance English language skills in the college and in the workplace. So how important is English in both these areas? You will also be discussing about, you will also have an activity, and you will also participate in activities including listening, speaking, reading and writing here. So whatever the poll question is, no matter, we are going to look into what is the purpose of this program and how you can enhance your English language skills. So end of the program, you must be aware of where you use English, how do you use it, and how effective you must be in speaking English. Hope you're all fine with that. You will all participate with us. We will be happy to see you participating. Okay, so next, let's move on to the purpose of the program. So when I've asked you to sit for 1.5 hours or 1 hour for 3 days, it should give some purpose for students. That's what everybody feels. And only for that purpose, Madurai Kamaraj University has given us the opportunity to connect on this virtual platform. So if you see, I request the students to type what is the purpose of learning English. I want a few of you at least to just type in the chat box, what is the purpose of learning English, whether be it in the school or the college. For better career, for effective communication, to convey our ideas, to have better communication, to get jobs. Yes, great to be a better communicator. Of course, yes, as Vice Chancellor Sir was saying, you have to be a good communicator in your school, in your workplace. Say, for example, in your college, if you have to represent your department and go for a meeting, or your club, English club or something. Yes, of course, you need to be a good communicator. For communication, get jobs. And English is a global language. Yes, right. Happy to see that. Now, let's look into the purpose of the program. We are here to understand the importance of English in day-to-day life. Yes, where we don't use English. You go to a restaurant, you use English. You ask for the menu card to the waiter, and all the items sold there is in English. So you have to understand English, read it, and then order something. So every day you go to the bank, you need to fill some forms in English. And now internet banking, always, most of the websites are in English, unless you ask for a translation. So English is there in our everyday life, undeniably. Okay, so next, how to enhance English language skills. So as you were saying in the chat box, if you have to be a good communicator to converse in non-local places, that's great. And global language. So if you have to be effectively communicating in different areas, you need to know the common language. Say if you get a job in Karnataka, or you're going to some North place just for some tourism or something. So if you don't know English, the common language, you don't know Bihari, you don't know Hindi, but you know only English to ask him even for a glass of water. Even to ask directions. Where is the railway station? Where is the bank? Railway station, you can't ask in the regional language. We, of course, don't know. Otherwise, you'll have to use the Google and translate, which is not humanly possible. So definitely, you will have to use English. And efficiently, you have to use the language. So we are going to look the strategies, the ways and tips, how you can enhance your English language skills and how you can effectively communicate to others. All of us are good communicators, but there is some fine tuning required in your communication if you have to become effective. You have to reach your goal. You have to communicate well so that the person is doing the favor to you. Hope you get that. Understanding the integration of listening, speaking, reading, and writing in English. Yes, any language is comprised of 4 skills minimum. So, if you have to understand how to communicate in English, you must know the importance and the integration of all the 4 skills used in English language. If you don't know this, if you are not understanding this, you know this very well as students, I know. But if you fail to understand this concept, listening, speaking, reading, and writing of any language, particularly English language, you will not be able to enhance your language to the fullest. You will not be able to communicate effectively. So now, this is the purpose of 3-day program. Hope you have all got that. And just a thumbs up, please. Okay, no thumbs up. So, yeah, I got it. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. 3 thumbs up, thank you. Yes, over to Shilpa Batija.
Thank you, Radha. Thank you so much. So the next slide, as it shows, you can see there are words which are in Tamil actually. The second part of the word which is there, it's in Tamil. So the first part is all like, I would like to speak it out for the people who can understand Tamil, but others please translate that into your native language. Okay, breakfast saptiya, project mudichitiya, outing polama, birthday ke enna cake vaangalam, semester leave la trip polama, internet connect agala. So if you can see, most of your conversations which you have there is all in English. It said that on an average, you use around 35 to 40 words maybe in a day or maybe half a day. So your skills are there. You have English inside you. Without that, if you can see even your chatting, whatever you chat with your friends, your Facebook, your social media, everything has only English. It doesn't have any other language. So if you see, words are not, it's not that we don't know English. We do know English. From the moment we step inside the school compound or the school campus, we know English. We have learned it English. See, in other languages, in any other regional language, you have so many letters, so many confusing writing scripts, which may also be, sometimes difficult for a person who is very well versed in the regional language. But in English, it is not like that. It is a beautiful language with just 26 letters of one English alphabet. So if you can see with these 26 letters, the whole thing revolves around this. Be it for pronunciation, the sounds of the letters, be it for speaking, the spelling, the reading, writing, when you have to read or write, the pronunciation should be right. So everything when you see, it's all in English. So the only question is, why don't you speak in English then? So it's a very simple question. So ask yourself, if I know so much, if I'm this generation which I have used more language than any other generation, why am I not still communicating? Why am I not still speaking in English? So what is that? It is still stopping you from speaking the language. As you all are busy chatting, I know you are very good at texting. So please type one more word, which is like, why aren't you able to speak fluently? People who don't have the fluency, or people who feel that they are still not, able to communicate effectively. So give me that one word which will throw some more light on this program and for the future 2 days. So please write, okay, yes, fear, lack of confidence, afraid of criticism, okay, fear, shy, first come hesitation, shy mainly, shy, okay, we don't have a companion to talk, stage fear, shy, okay, lack of confidence again, in fear I make mistakes, not able to find a person, lack of words, lack of fluency, great, okay, nice, okay, hesitation, insecurity of vocabulary, grammar, accurate flow, lack of confidence, again, hesitation again, fear, lack of skill. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I would just, you can please continue. I'm still looking at it. When the receivers can understand, okay? Conscious of people around, okay? Okay. Okay, lack of fluency. Fine. So, have you ever tried speaking even without a companion? It's actually easy. Look at yourself in the mirror and speak. Okay, the hesitation, environment, attention, inattention, okay, lack of partner, okay, fine, poor English, yes, ma'am, of course I do, okay, no, okay, please try this today if you have time. It's going to be really very interesting. Speak to yourself, be a friend of your own self, and just say a hi to yourself in the mirror and speak 4 sentences, ask a question, answer it back, okay? Pronunciation, yes, tone, everything, pronunciation, sure, okay, that's right. So, English has the basic foundation, which is grammar, yes, but you don't have to learn grammar as grammar. You can just try to frame a few sentences, simpler sentences, and speak to your friends. Start with your own circle. So that you will know how to develop this. Start with your own. See, friends are there to even guide you, to support you, to, when the friends can be partners in crime, why not in partners in learning something? Isn't it? We have friends who are partners in crime, right? Don't we? You want to watch a movie? Hey, come on, dude, let's go for a movie. So why not a partner in learning something? Okay, right. So as we know, as we were speaking, English is the base, and every 3 kilometers when you travel outside India or outside your own place, today you all may be in any corner of the world. Once you step out of this this place where you live or you stay now currently, English is very, very important. Yes. I don't know the meaning of the sounds, okay, we will do that. We will take you through that tomorrow and day after tomorrow. We promise that, right? Okay. So as we said, the foundation of English is nothing but grammar, but you don't have to learn grammar as grammar. Learn by just framing small questions, answers, and speak your own self. I mean, start translating it into your mind and then speak it out. Don't even think whether it's right or wrong. You don't know whether it's right or wrong, right? You need somebody to take you through and guide you and tell you that, yes, you're right or you're wrong, right? American accent, yes, okay. See, there's a basic accent is nothing but only pronunciation. The pronunciation can be developed only with the the words, the sounds, okay, the letters, the sounds which they make. It's called phonetics, right? With the help of that, you can really develop your pronunciation skills. Read loudly. That one point is there also. You can read loudly. You have been reading since, you entered school, maybe from your LKG, or maybe when you enter into pre-KG, when the teacher writes the first letter, like A on the board, B, all that. That's reading. So you learned it by reading it loudly. Yes? Read it loudly and understand how the pronunciation is varying. Record your own voice, recording. Okay. See, in a computer, you have a desktop, right? A computer, you have a desktop, right? But your brain is the main computer, right? You can save everything inside. So once if you listen, re-listen, and make it a habit to listen to songs, and a lot of podcasts are there. We will tell you that in these 2 days. So please hold your reins, and we will come back and we will do this tomorrow 100%. So to the next slide, please. So as we already discussed this point, it's a common language spoken on the planet. So without English, there is nothing outside the world when you step out of your own world. And see, it's a common language. It says, like as Mr. Vice Chancellor Sir had said, that he went to Rajasthan and he couldn't communicate there because people were not able to understand. He couldn't speak in Hindi, and opposite person couldn't understand Tamil. So this is what. So it's a common. See, that barrier has to be broken by only learning English. Nothing else but learning one language which is common. Why do we say it's common? If you know, today China had captured the whole market, right? But did Chinese people know? Did Chinese know how to speak English? No, but then they learned, and you will be shocked to know that only Indian teachers were teaching Chinese people to learn the language. They were helping them, and that is how they learned English. Today, people from all over the globe who are other non-native speakers of English are coming together and learning English to enhance their skills, to connect globally, to develop their connect and develop their contacts, right? So people who are there, people who are coming closer with the language is always a good bonding, right? See, easily adaptable, as we can see the second point, it's an easily adaptable language, which means the language is very easy to understand and to speak. But only thing is, you have to give a little hard work. See, nothing comes easy today. You have to work hard. Without working hard, make it a point, just like how you do your routine. Every day you change your clothes, you go for a shower, you brush your teeth. Make it a habit to learn 10 sentences in a day, at least 10 words, 10 new words. You don't have to go anywhere. You have this beautiful instrument, which is a phone. Everybody has this. The world is in your hands. You have this, just type 10 words, find out synonymous words which are there, and try to use that with your friends. As I said, make them even partners to learn something. Okay, it's easily adaptable, right? Okay, evolving language. It's actually, if you can see, there are so many words which we have not learned when we were in school, because we didn't have such kind of technology or such kind of connect or such kind of, or maybe people or our colleges who could arrange something for us and tell us that, okay, please learn this. I mean, you have an easy way to do this today, isn't it? So you can see there are so many new words which are there. Okay, there is one more thing which I want you to be active today on. So when we say new words, can you just say what are the words which you have, which are new today in this generation 4, which is like we never used. There are words which are so many words which we never used when we were in school or college. Like, for example, I will give you an example here. Take, for example, the word like internet, right? When we studied or when we were in school or colleges, we never knew the word internet. Maybe at least a little when we were about to quit from school or college. At least when I was about to quit, that is when computers were newly launched in India. Okay, so can you just type one more letter, which is a new word? You people are also very good at acronyms, the short forms like TTYL, talk to you later, like the acronyms like, yeah, bro, okay, okay, it's a brother, okay, quarantine, exactly, okay, then, okay, fine, thank you, lol, okay, LOL, exam, okay, by the way, okay, GST, okay, what is WLC? See, even we are not so good at it, but still, see, you guys have so much. So you have so much of knowledge, right? Okay, you have, okay, TTYL, LDK, okay, great. SDTC, okay, nothing too great. Hippo, yeah, okay, weird. Yes, very nice, very nice. I really appreciate it. I really can see how good you guys are at using acronyms. And of course, if time permits, we could have a session on this too. Yeah, to learn something from you, isn't it? Okay, fine. So it's an international business language. So if you see today, as I said, you might be inside a small place, a small city or a country. I mean, in a small city. But then when you go out, when you go out internationally, you need English. Today you are sitting here. Tomorrow you might be an entrepreneur. You might be a person who starts some export later. See, situations are not going to be the similar way today, isn't it? Times are going to change 100%, 200% times are going to change. But when you step out of this place, do you think you can really survive? Let's ask yourself that one question and motivate yourself by practicing this at least in a day. At least give 10 minutes or 15 minutes minimum. I'm just asking you minimum. Just give minimum 15 minutes. If you can give more, it's really great. It is more added advantage to you, right? So thank you, and thank you for that good speech, ma'am. Okay, so international business language, as we said, it's a language too for international business, right? So language of the social media, as we already said, we are very good at using Facebook, Twitter, okay, and WhatsApp. Whatever you use today, any social media, even your Google search engine, when you type something there, you don't type in Tamil or you don't type in your native language. You type in English to find out something. When you have to search something, if you want to have a right spelling, or okay, again, when you type the right spelling, you get the right answer. If you type the wrong spelling, it says, "Did you mean this?" So can you see the difference? Well, even the spellings are so important when you type. Okay, going to the next slide. So as we already saw, as it's a medium of instruction in schools and colleges. Today, as we enter schools, we learn English as a subject, and then we only learn and we just sometimes mug it up and put it out on the paper. But have we really come out? For example, if today I call out somebody suddenly here from the group, can you speak to me a few words? Interactive. Can we have an interactive session? If you're okay with it, just give a thumbs up to it. If we can have an interactive session. Sure. Okay. So Rani, can I call on you because you're already there? Can you just unmute yourself for a minute?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. Good afternoon, Rani. How are you?
I'm extremely fine, ma'am. How about you?
Good. Great. Thank you so much. So where are you from, Rani?
Ma'am, I'm located in Delhi, right?
Sorry. Come again.
I'm located in Delhi, ma'am.
In Delhi. Okay. So what do you
Yes,
do,
ma'am.
Rani? What do you
I'm
do?
a software engineer, ma'am.
Okay. Excellent. So can you just say some experience? Like how did you? I mean, do you feel that you are fluent in speaking the language?
As per I'm not aware of it, ma'am. I'm a software trainer over here in Delhi.
Okay.
I'm working
Mm-hmm.
for a Delhi, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
So something around like being a software trainer, English proficiency is more important, and more all
Okay.
like speaking to the all IT peoples around the world. I'm a trainer
Yes.
from India itself. I represent India in Germany,
Lovely.
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Lovely, lovely. That's nice. So can you just share your experience when you visited Germany? How was it? Was it everything green and everything very comfortable?
No, ma'am. Actually, it is not at all comfortable. Coming from India and getting to any other country, it is really very difficult.
Exactly.
Initially, seeing the location, surrounding, the weather, the way of the people they speak, how they look each other, that's really very difficult. It makes very tough for us. But comparatively, like initially, the most important thing is that you should carry a confidence with you that you are able to move in that place and getting into the
Yeah.
place because everyone speaks over there is only English. They don't speak
Yeah.
other languages.
Yes. Yes. So I would
Okay.
like to know your experience when you entered that country. How did you feel?
Yeah, it was
What
great,
was
ma'am.
your? It was great. No, about the language. Did you feel you were comfortable communicating, or did you feel there was still
No,
something
ma'am. At the
missing there?
initial level, actually, it comes difference with the accent. But it took me
Mm-hmm.
5 to 6 days to understand what exactly they are telling. Because initially, I was like listening word by word because we don't
Mm-hmm.
understand the accent what they are speaking. It
Exactly.
takes a time to understand. It took me a 5 days to grab the things.
Mm-hmm.
And as we know, very formally, professional language is totally different coming to a personal language. How we speak to friends. So it
Okay.
took me a time to understand what they're talking, how they're speaking. And after 5 days, I felt like, yes, I'm quietly getting comfortable, and I got to the rest.
Exactly, exactly. So word by word. So listening to it word by word. So again,
Yes,
so giving,
yes, ma'am.
yes. Thank you so much. So any student here? Can I just know if there's any student? Can you just give a thumbs up there? Ajita, are you a student?
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually currently a PharmD intern.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. So where are you from actually?
I'm actually from Calcutta, but I'm studying in Gujarat. And
Mm-hmm.
it's my final year this year. So after that, I'll be trying for higher studies like MS or PhD and USA specifically. So my primary aim is to just boost up my speaking skills.
Yes, Ajita. So when you had to go and fill in a form for your education or your higher education, what do you think you will still be lacking in? Suppose like only your fluency, it's something else also.
No, ma'am, just fluency because I have been from an English medium school from the very beginning. So I do not have any problem with grammar. I also don't have any problem with speaking as well. But it's been a long time since I have spoken in English in day-to-day basis.
But why was that break?
Because in Gujarat, you see, ma'am, everybody speaks in their native language, and being the first in my first year, it was very difficult for me to understand Gujarati. So I had no idea how to speak, or that was a very big problem for me. But I tried to speak in English, but people didn't do it well, and then I switched to Hindi.
Yes. So
Yes,
here
ma'am.
you can see people who are. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Ajita.
ma'am.
Thank you very much. Yeah, nice speaking to you. Right. So as you see, she had a lot of difficulty in communicating since it was she had to again switch over to Hindi. So if everybody would speak there in Hindi, in English, she wouldn't have faced this problem. And now again, coming back to the previous participant who spoke, she also shared her experience listening to the word one by one. So fluency, the pronunciation, everything is actually, if you see, it's a beautiful language. It may vary from country to country, but it is a very easy language. You have to just practice it. Just record your own voice and practice it. So as we can see, okay, any other student, can you just put a thumbs up? Okay, Brian.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Brian, where are you from?
I'm from the Shillong, Meghalaya.
Okay. So yes, Brian, what is your problem in using the language?
Actually I don't know the real meaning, like how to speak, and I was not like brought up with the English school, so I just recently I'm like I have so much problem in speaking English. Literally, so much big
Okay.
problem.
Okay. It's not a big problem. It's a very small problem, Ran. You don't have to worry. The only thing is you have to. Do you listen to songs?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you listen to English songs? Okay. Which songs do you listen to?
Mostly it's Bollywood.
Sorry,
Mostly it's Bollywood song.
Bollywood. Okay, you mean okay Hindi, right? Fine.
Yes.
So have you ever tried listening to an English song and repeating the song once in a while?
Yes, I tried that.
Which song did you listen to?
Uh, Recently, I didn't. I don't because I forgot. I think it was something. I think it
So
was
have you
gospel.
tried? Okay, that's okay. Have you ever tried repeating it along?
No.
No, no. Try this today and come back tomorrow and tell us how did you feel repeat it. Maybe 2 lines or 3 lines for the initial stages. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, sure. So we are here to help you for these 2 days. Please give your active participation, and I like this participation of all of you, Rani, Ajita, Brian, everybody. Thank you. See, there are still acronyms coming up. That's very nice to see. And fine. Radha, next slide, please. Yeah, okay. So as we have seen that it's an adaptable language actually, if you see, so the movies, music, drama, books, everything, when you have to even do your higher education, there are so many references which you have to use. You have to use books. You can't search them in your native language. You have to search them in English. So evolving language, as we said, there are a lot of words which keep coming. Like even you had we had seen a word called nobo. So it says that fear of not having a phone, right? Nobo is that phobia, nobophobia. So it was a word which says fear of not having a phone. So when you don't have a phone, how many of us wake up in the morning searching our phones on the bed? Hey, where's my phone? Where's my phone? So fear of not having is called a nobophobia, right? So there are so many words which are coined after. It's an evolving language. It keeps changing. There are so many words, new words which are coined, right? So next slide, Radha. So over to you, Radha, please.
Thank you, Soni. It was really enlightening and it was so attractive asking students or even people who work, like Rani, who have experienced the language in different dimensions. Yes, Rani was sharing that in Germany she had to listen a lot the initial 5 or 6 days to actually catch up with the language, the same English, but the way they speak, and listen to that and then go on with what they are saying. So yes, it's a very nice experience, interesting experience, of course. And Brian was saying he's speaking very good English, but maybe he wanted to enhance his skills more. So the slide says LSRW: listening, speaking, reading, and writing integration. Yes, as we were initially talking about the purpose, we said, how will you integrate all these four skills? What is the importance of these four skills in English language? See, when we were born as human beings, mothers didn't teach us the family language, mother tongue, whatever we speak at home. They did not sit and say, Ma bole, Ma bolo. They didn't say that actually. We learned it just by listening to what our elders, parents, brother, and sister spoke in the family. It was just listening from 6 months or 7 months when you were a baby, I was a baby. And then we moved on, maybe in the ninth month and 10, 11 months, we started saying all those syllables and half words. Yes, that's how all of us started actually. So listening was the first and foremost skill in our mother tongue. Okay, so if it had been some other family who speak English as a native, it would have been listening to sounds of the English language. We listen to Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, and all those languages. So listening and speaking, we started earlier in life in our mother tongue. And when we were put in the school, we started the reading and the writing. So that's how we learned the language actually speaking. But in English, if you see in schools, we just start straight away with the reading and the writing. Teachers teach us the 26 letters, A, B, C, D, and then how you can make words out of it and how you can frame sentences. But listening and speaking did not start first in many places. Then we moved on into listening and speaking. That was in schooling, in academics, I'm saying. So rhymes, yes, rhymes you would have heard, you would have listened, and you would have spoken to your teacher also. You would have repeated the rhymes. That is why listening, speaking, reading, writing form an integral part of any language. And here, English also, without listening, speaking, reading, and writing, you cannot speak the language, you cannot communicate in the language, because listening is the base for speaking and reading is the base for writing. I think we will all agree with this. Of course, yes. Okay. So now I should move on to an activity. Guess what? So there are actually four pictures on this slide. The first picture, let me ask you, what is the first picture? The left top first picture say. What is the situation? I want you to just type in the chat box. What could be the possible situation? Interaction, lecturing, yes, lecture, presentation, seminar, teaching. Yes. So what are the skills involved in this scenario? Could you please type? Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. What skills? Speaking. Speaking skills. Okay. Then only speaking, listening. Yes. Okay. Listening, comma, speaking, speaking and listening. That's great. Action. Okay. Communication. Great. Teaching with the help of virtual help. Yes. Speaking. Okay. So if you see, in this scenario where it is a lecture session or a seminar, a presentation or a classroom situation, or even simply a speech by some renowned person, there is a speaker there and there are audience sitting there. So the speaker is actually talking to the crowd and they're all listening. They're all listeners. But it can also be vice versa when they're asking questions. So the audience put forward questions like how you ask us questions in the chat box. It's a face-to-face interaction. So they will ask questions and the speaker will have to answer. So majorly, if you see, two skills are played here: speaking and listening, listening and speaking. But do you think writing and reading don't come here at all? Do you think so? Reading, speaking, listening, and writing. We read the presentation. Okay, great. That's what I expected. Someone would tell me. Awesome. Yes, reading and writing also comes here, but proportionately maybe in a less form. Here, importance is given to listening and speaking. Okay, the second picture is your activity now. It is the right top picture. What is it? The right top picture. I've put the slide again. Business process outsourcing, the BPO sector, which you already know. Yes, what skills come up there? Listening, verbal communication come from both sides. Okay, awesome. Speaking, okay. Analysis, okay. Advertising. No, I'm just asking you to type only the skills. I'm just asking you to type only the skills. Please. Speaking skills. Okay, speaking. Business communication. Listening, writing, reading. Okay. Yes. Okay, if I move on, I would say that all four skills come up here, but majorly if you see in the telemarketing services and call answering and almost IT help desk also, majorly you will have speaking and listening because you will be asking or answering queries and you will be taking calls, you will be answering the customer to various questions and things like that. But nobody will deny that you will also be having emails and documents, answering emails. So reading and writing automatically falls into place. Hope you all understood that.
Radha ma'am, can you show your slide again? Because somebody else showed the slide and so your slide is not being seen. So you'll have to re-show the slide.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hope it is visible to all.
Yeah, it's come back, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sorry for the interruption, participants. And if you see, in the BPO sector, listening and speaking play a very important role. Even if you get a job in the BPO or the ITES sector, you should be very well versed in speaking and listening. It will take you to great heights in your career. You can also expect promotion because that's the most important skill there. And combined with emails and documentation and feedbacks, listening, reading, writing, and speaking play an important role. Okay, moving on to the next, the e-commerce industry. If you can just type the e-commerce industry, what skills are used, please? Is it writing or speaking, reading, listening, anything? Writing, reading and writing, all four skills, awesome. Speaking, reading, and yes, reading, writing, okay, great. So if you see e-commerce industry, even 15-year-old uses the services and the apps, Amazon, Flipkart, ordering a pizza, Swiggy, and even a 60-year-old person uses this. So definitely English language is very adaptable, as Shilpa was saying, everybody is able to use that, the internet services. So in the e-commerce industry, if you see, as you were rightly typing, writing and reading become very, very important because you have to read what is given there in the Amazon, Flipkart, or the booking services for trains, buses, travel desk, anything. You have to read and then you need to write. Form filling. It's not typical writing on the pen and the paper, but it is form filling actually. So both skills here play an important role, but sometimes speaking and listening also happen. Next is the search engines. So search engines, if you see, you all know, you use all the four skills in the search engine. Say for example, okay, let me ask you, in the search engine, do you use listening and speaking? How? Just type your answers. I'd like to see. Listening and speaking. Do you use? No? Okay. Reading, writing, and speaking. Audio. Yes. Great. Audio. Okay. Typing. Voice searching. Awesome. Okay. Yes, with microphone. Yes. Okay. Google Translator. That's wonderful. Typing, microphone, voice messages, yes. So even in surfing and all the Google, Chrome, Mozilla, everything, when you use search engines for various purposes, you use all four skills actually. You read, you scan which website you're comfortable with, you click it, then you read, you jot down something if you want to, and you use for pronunciations, you use the thesaurus, the dictionary. Yes, what somebody was saying, voice messages. Yes. So you use all the four skills even in the search engine, but it is actually based on what do you use it for? What's the purpose of the searching? Okay. Hope now you know that all the four skills are integrated in English language. At least two skills overlap and they combine anywhere. Okay. So moving on. I just want the participants to type a few scenarios, circumstances where you will be using listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Please type circumstances where you use it and what are the skills you use. I'll be happy to see that. Classes, yes, reading and writing. Seminars, okay. In the classroom, teaching, something outside, very casual, not in a formal situation. Something casual, webinar. In movies, yes, great. Okay, shopping, chat box, listening and speaking at seminar. Okay, movie was good. Conference. Something else, family gathering, yes. Visiting foreign countries, okay, tourism you mean? Okay, while watching TV, yes. Hang out with my friends. Oh, you speak English, hang out with friends, that's great. Okay, restaurants. Online shopping, that's something I like. Video games. Casual meetings. Chit chats. Nobody put SMS, texting, chatting, Instagram, Facebook. Why? You're so well versed in that, actually speaking. Journalism, playing games. Oh, something like a PUBG. Okay. WhatsApp. That's what I expected. Social media. Yes. You're all so good in English there, I know. Okay. Thank you. There are few activities we have also listed. Here, if you see, general activities like bank transactions, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. E-commerce transactions, we saw that. Reading and writing, also sometimes listening and speaking. Customer care toll free, yes, listening and speaking. You complain, you register a complaint for your laptop, washing machine, or something, your bus tickets to the customer support team. Listening and speaking plays a vital role. So every day you're using it. Classroom learning, college seminars, internet browsing, yes, surfing, presentations and trainings. Yeah, these are all formal situations, but as somebody rightly said, movies, parties, chatting with friends, in the malls, all these places are places where casually you talk in English. That's awesome, actually. Okay, fine. Thank you. So we have come to the last slide of today's webinar, but we have a lot to say tomorrow and day after. Now, before closing the session, we are here. I'm Radha and Shilpa ma'am is also here to answer your questions. If you have any general queries, we'll take it for another 1 to 2 minutes and we'll close the sessions. But tomorrow and day after tomorrow, please log in at the same time because we are going to dive deep into listening skills and speaking skills, reading and writing skills as well. So it will be more useful. We welcome more questions. Yes? Any questions? Best reference book for English. Internet is the best reference. I would love to add something in my experience. Rani, thank you for the experience. It was awesome. Ma'am, how to speak in English without hesitation. Practice, practice, practice is the mantra. You will see that in the next 2 days. It was one of the most interactive session I ever attended. Okay. Okay, how to remember the new vocabulary. Look into the word, say, see the context, how it is used, understand the context and start using the word. That's the best way. Can we improve our English by reading? Yes, of course, you have audiobooks now. You can read, you can listen to audiobooks. Reading is the best to learn the language and also listening, of course. How to deal with fumbles. Be prepared with vocabulary and gain confidence. How to remember vocabulary very easily. Learn words, 5 words, 5 words a day. Does Oxford Dictionary help us in improving English? Any dictionary is the same. New tenses, yeah, you have to actually learn, practice. Okay.
1 minute, Radha.
Yes.
Karthik Parla has some question. And you can type it on the chat box or you want to ask, you can unmute yourself. Karthik, are you there?
Good evening, madam.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yes.
Good evening.
Madam, I'm not a big person to ask you question, but sorry, I'm asking question. Madam, is it LSRW skills is enough for communication?
Listening, speaking, reading, writing is a base through which the language is actually maybe made up of, I can say. When
Madam, I am asking this question. Madam, I'm asking this question because of in one of my day in the school, my principal came and asked that what is important for communication skills, and we are replied that LSRW skills, and he laughingly that with his understanding. There are many people that communicate while they with their hands. We have to develop understanding skills also. So, ma'am, I want to say in this seminar, so I will say thank you, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute, Karthik. Understanding in the sense, how? Can you just elaborate on that? What did he mean? Understanding skills is like what?
Madam, while we are moving in the road, we don't know about the address where we have to go. If we ask anybody, they simply show this like hand.
Okay, I understood. You mean the body language. You mean the body language here? Like, see, what happens when you ask a question or you ask somebody when you don't know the address? Either you don't know the language or the other person doesn't know the language, isn't it? Do you agree with me? You may show a visiting card to the person and ask him with an action, where is this? Yes? So he will say you it is in the right, in that corner or after 2 shops. He may give you some instruction. That's body language, okay? With the body, you communicate with the body, right? That's only when you can't speak a common language or maybe suppose if I cannot speak at all, I'm dumb. Okay, that is how I will use a body language to tell a person. For example, you know that there is news also in action when people can't speak and people can't hear, isn't it? Yes. But when it comes to communication in English, we are here focusing on English, Karthik. Okay. So when it comes to communication in English, these four are the basic skills. These four are the okay. Which language do you speak, Karthik? Which language do you speak at home? What's your
Madam?
mother tongue? What's your mother tongue?
Telugu.
Telugu. Okay.
Telugu, madam, Telugu.
Telugu, right? So if you talk to me in Telugu, will I understand? Will I understand Telugu? No. Unless otherwise I tell you that I know Telugu, right? Now, how did you learn Telugu? Do you know to speak Telugu? Do you know to speak Telugu, Karthik? Do you know to speak? Do you know to speak Telugu?
Telugu.
Yes. Yes, Telugu.
Yes,
Do you know
madam,
to
I know.
speak? You know to speak. You know to read? You know to read Telugu,
Yes, madam, I
Karthik?
know.
You know to write?
Yes,
You know
I
to
can
listen
read
to
Telugu.
Telugu? You know to do. Okay. So
Yes,
you
madam.
know all these four skills are there even in your mother tongue, isn't it? Now here, today's session, we are talking about English language, okay, and the tips and strategies to enhance your language. For example, I'm not able to speak fluent English. So what do I do is the question mark. So this session is going to help you. So that understanding language, see, the base of all the languages is LSRW. There is no doubt about it. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. So this is what. So if your principal
madam.
has told that is not a problem at all. Here we are today concentrating on only English, Karthik. We are here only to guide you and take you through to enhance your English skills. How you can develop your English skills with this basic LSRW, which is there in all regional language. I am a North Indian, okay? I can speak Hindi, okay? And ma'am can speak Telugu. Radha ma'am can speak Telugu, right? But today when we are connected in such a global platform, right? I mean, in this platform, in this virtual platform, can Radha ma'am speak to you in Telugu? Will everybody understand?
No, madam.
Will everybody understand? Or you will understand, a few of your friends will understand, isn't it? So here today we are only focusing on English and only English, and how you can develop your English skills. We are going to take you through these 2 skills tomorrow and 2 skills day after. So listening and speaking, how we are going to enhance, how we are going to develop, reading and writing, how we are going to develop in English. So this is related to English mainly. And if you really want to have a nice future, you will have to attend these 2 days program so that you can say that LSRW is enough to speak any language. Isn't it? Yes or no? Karthik, do you agree with me?
Madam, yes, madam, I agree. If I crossed my limit while asking the question, sorry, madam.
Oh, that's okay. We are very happy to, clear your doubt. Because others are also there who may have some doubts and may hesitate to ask. So you have cleared many people's doubts here. Don't worry about that at all. We are all here friends for 3 days. Not for 3 days, maybe even in future. So don't worry. You can ask any doubts. Anybody can ask any doubts. It's not only you. Super, Karthik. Well done. Yes.
Hello, madam. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are.
I am A.
Yes, sir, you are.
Head of the Department of English and Vice Principal of Gayatri College of Science and Management, Srikakulam, Andhra Pradesh, madam. So it is only thanks now to you motivated the students. In which way you motivate? Just I have listened to you. So that type of spirit is required for each and every teacher to accept the thing or communication or expression which was mentioned by the students. That's very, very important, madam. But today, what we can say that some of the teachers are disappointing the students. You don't know ABCD of something like that. So I request you to motivate more and more in the coming sessions. I thank the organizers for initiating this type of program, which is highly useful to the students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Actually, this pandemic is giving us a lot of, opportunities to learn many things. We feel that we are at home. We are like, we don't have anything to do. For example, we trainers also, like, we felt for some time that what is this? This industry is totally, going down. Will we have trainings? But today, when we sit and talk to you all, it's an immense pleasure to clear your doubts, to help you to sail through this, fear. And we are here to overcome. We will help you to overcome the fear here. Right? There's so many things which people texted, the students texted, and it's a mixed batch. So I'm sorry if I called everybody students. So it's a mixed batch. So you all have come out with your queries. You all have said what the fear is, what is stopping you from speaking English. So your fear, so how are you going to overcome this? We will also see everything tomorrow and the after tomorrow. We have a special topic as on how to overcome the barriers. So these barriers will be overcome. So don't worry, please cooperate and come for these 2 days and get the maximum out of it. And we are here to help you. Radha ma'am and me are here, and I am here to help you. Sorry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ilayaraja sir. Should we? Yes, sir. Ilayaraja sir.
Okay, there's somebody who says, I don't know the accent, so I don't speak.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ilayaraja sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Have we finished today's
Yes,
session,
sir.
ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I've seen that you have addressed a lot of questions from the participants too. It's interesting today. As due to time constraints today, being a first day, we will wind up with those questions from the participant directly to you instead of I am moderating and questioning you. And straight away we'll move to vote of thanks, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And all the participants, before I deliver my vote of thanks, I request you to join. Those who are not able to join in Google Meet, please join in YouTube link which is given already. We have seen that lot number of people are trying to come in into Google Meet instead of joining in the YouTube. Tomorrow onwards, very limited number, 100, the maximum will admit in the Google Meet. If you are not able to connect with the Google Meet, please connect with YouTube link. The same thing will be telecasted as live, so you could get benefit out of that. And it's time to thank everyone because it's a wonderful day for me and everyone joined here. We started this inaugural function with Vice Chancellor Sir's wonderful inaugural address. I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Chief Patron, Professor Dr. M. Krishnan Sir, for his consensus to conduct this particular program, and he has contributed his valuable time today evening, 4 p.m., and spent his quality time delivering a valid inaugural address for the gatherings today. Thank you, sir. Also, I like to thank our Honorable Registrar Madam for acquired the necessary permissions and supported lot for conduct of this program. Also, I like to thank my beloved director, Dr. J. Vijayadurai sir, for fullest support in organizing and conduct of this particular program. Also, I like to thank the today's two heroines, Radha Madam and Shilpa, did wonderful things and ignited in your mind to give the ensuing 2 days about the actual LSR concepts with activities tomorrow and after tomorrow. Thanks for accepted generously to act as a resource person and trying to deliver the best in you to all the participants, numbering more than 5,300 as registered for our program. And very importantly, one of the humble men who is watching this entire program. He is actually a mentor for us, introduced by my friend Sindhu Madam, Mr. Stephen Chinnachwamy sir. And I thank you very much, sir, for molding us, for encouraging us by joining with us. Also, I like to thank my co-conveners, Dr. Vidyachalam and Dr. Megharajan sir, for their cooperation in this program. Also, I like to highlight and importantly state you that without the technology support, this sort of webinar is doubtful. And Mr. Bhaskar He is the web designer in Technology Support Center, presently in IQAC cell. He is extending his greater help in organizing this 3 days webinar on students skill development program in English. Thank you very much, sir. Also thank all the participants for your patience listening and your fullest support and cooperation today, and we expect the same thing for tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Thank you one and all present here. Thank you. With this we'll stop. Thank you, my dear friend.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. The feedback will be in your chat box, and the same feedback will be in the comment box in YouTube too. So those who are listening in Google Meet, today you could take it up your feedback form with Google Meet. Tomorrow onwards, the entire feedback form will be posted in the YouTube only. So the first 100, those are coming in Google Meet, should supposed to join the later cases in YouTube only. Thank you.